So I decided to pull out the little mic for this portion, and I'm hoping that it's not too loud. I have the windows open, and part of my morning routine is as soon as my daughter and my husband leave for the day, I try to open a window, especially during spring, because I just find that it's just so nice out and it gets, you can breathe the house. This is gonna sound silly, but I think the proper way to say it is you burp the house, which does not sound nice at all, so we're not gonna say that. But anyways, I like to get some fresh air. Hopefully this video is turning out as I have been hoping. It's my first vlog, but I thought it would be fun to kind of get like some real time talking in, if that makes sense. My plan for today is I'm going to go get my nails done. You can see they've kind of grown out a little bit, and I would like to kind of just get more of a neutral color this time around. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm thinking like a milky, pinky color. I've been perusing Pinterest ever since I decided to do dip, and I have a whole Pinterest board of dip nail inspiration. So I'm excited to get that done. I also have to go to Trader Joe's today. There are a couple of things that we're out of, and they have a lot of fun treats there. So I don't know if you guys have tried the buffalo chicken dip from there. I typically am not like a dip person at all, but I picked this up once upon a time for I want to say around the fall time. I think it was for like Thanksgiving, just to have like a little easy side, and it was actually pretty freaking good. Along with it though, they have they're called, I think, corn dippers, and oh my god, chef's kiss. And if you didn't know, I am half Mexican, so when growing up, when we would go to Mexico, they used to have, the street food and stuff, and they would have the Frito Lay's bag that they would give you, and then they would load them up with all kinds of things. I mean, I'm talking like tahini, I think it was like mayonnaise. If you've ever had any kind of street Mexican food, then maybe you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, so these are what I consider like a Frito-Lay dupe, but they're called corn dippers. Anyways, it kind of reminds me of that slightly. So, maybe I'll do a little haul. I'm hoping that this whole idea of doing a vlog day with me turns out not as bad as I feel like it's going, so bear with me. Hopefully with time I'll get better. I'm hoping that I can edit this to be somewhat entertaining, but if it ends up being a snooze fest, then I guess that's okay. I guess that is the great thing about ASMR. You want to be put to sleep. So anyways, I recently got this new sweater, and I love it. I have been on an American Vintage hunt, because if you know, American Vintage is absolutely insanely expensive. This sweater typically goes for $230. So yeah, we're not doing that. At least not today. And so far I have found two. I found one on Poshmark that I got for $60. So snag that baby up. It's like a royal blue, and I had seen this color. It's supposed to be like an orangey salmon, but it's bright, but it's a little bit more subdued than like a deeper unmanageable where I need all the colors when I love something. So anyways, and they're great quality. Alas, let's move on. I found this one on eBay. Yes, I'm not an eBay girl. I don't know what got into me. So I decided to just give it a whirl. And I did. I found it on eBay, and this is in the color salmon something. And I got it for $70. So, and this one still had the tags on it. I'm like, what are you doing? You could have sold this. And I was like worried that it was not going to be like, real. But the good thing about eBay now is that I'm pretty sure they had like protection rules or whatever. And so, yeah, I got myself a sweater. I'm so happy. I really, really want two more. I know I can, but you know what? These are really great quality, so I'm not upset that I'm gonna be purchasing more. I may ask for one for Mother's Day or for my birthday. Although my birthday's not until December, so that'll be a long time to wait. But I am a patient girly, so let's see. I think it's called pesto, and then so it's like a green, but it's not like a hunter green. It's like an in between a light and dark, but it's such a nice color. I've seen another girl wear it on Instagram, and I need it in my life. Sweaters, let me just say this, sweaters are my guilty pleasures. I don't have many. You guys saw my closet. I don't have a lot of clothes. I am not a minimalist, nor am I a maximalist. Although one can say this is probably maximalist behavior, having a ton of colors of one thing, but I am trying to build my wardrobe, and I kind of hate saying that because I feel like it's kind of annoying. Oh, I'm trying to build a capsule wardrobe, but I am trying to build my wardrobe and have, quality pieces without absolutely draining my bank. So, I want the pesto one, and then I would really love to find, okay, I lied. I did find it. It's this lavender color, and kind of like this style, but I think it's a little bit thinner, but the seller will not budge. I've tried to purchase it for less than $60. I can just tell that it's a little bit worn, and by the picture she has posted, and she will not let it go for less than, I think she had it listed for $80. And I'm like, I really don't want to pay that much. And I can tell, I don't mind when something has been loved. Okay, I really don't. However, I wanted to also reflect price, if that makes sense. I'm willing to work with what we got, but it's fine. I'm just gonna have to hold off. Either buy a new one at some point, I will treat myself, or I won't. Anyways, I really gotta get going, so I will take you on these errands. Hopefully, I can not chicken out, and I will try and vlog throughout my little Trader Joe's experience. I actually need to go to Hobby Lobby as well to pick up some crafts, because my daughter is going to be having a play date, and I just find that those things kind of come in handy. So I'm gonna get my nails done first, might go pick up some more of my coffee beans, and then I'll bring my coffee along with me. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so I got my nails done. I'm obsessed. I love them. And here I am now headed to my local coffee shop to pick up some whole beans. I've run out, so I need to stock up quickly before we headed to Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's Okay, guys, I'm going